Good morning, CBN. Just want to tell y'all this. I'm up. I went to sleep, fella, listening to How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Classic book. The title was ugly because I'm not trying to win no damn friends and influence people the way they worded it to sound like manipulation or something. So I was like, I always avoided that book back in the day when my homeboy had recommended it to me. And then I finally cracked it open, man. It's one of the best. It's up there with Think and Grow Rich and all of those greats. But this is like my third time listening to it over the past, 20 years. But anyway, long story short, when I woke up this morning, I was listening because I went to sleep. It's a long ass book, so definitely prepare to be listening for a while if you decide to read it. But anyway, long story short, one of the parts that it struck an idea in my head, and it was, I said, let me share this with y'all while it's on my mind before I walk in this gym. And it's this, my bad, I just realized the AC was on. But for your walkthroughs, quick tip. Remember I always tell y'all to find the pain points, right? Because there's a reason that they let your ass do that walkthrough. You know what I mean? Like I always tell y'all when y'all buy leads from us, like y'all saying, oh, they weren't interested in a cleaning company right now. It's a reason that they agreed to let you come. Whether they ready to switch right now or not, they let you come for a reason. So you got to figure out what the pain points is to figure out what their reason was. You know what I mean? So the reason could be pricing. It could be because multiple different cleaning mistakes is being made. It could simply be they're not showing up, right? But it's something that it is. And so for those who done multiple walkthroughs, what I'm about to say will be easier for you. Other ones who haven't done or not a lot of walkthroughs yet, then I'll probably give you a template that you can follow to do this. But it's very simple. When you go in and I'm asking for their pain points, some of y'all might have literally did that literally and was like, can you tell me what your pain points are? Don't say that. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, damn, I never really gave y'all an actual thing to say. So here's what you can do, because here's what I used to do. I would walk in and I would say, okay, how you guys handling your current cleaning needs right now, right? Then they would tell me whether they're doing it in-house or they got another cleaning company, etc. If they had it in-house, then I pretty much, I knew the pain point was they know that the shit ain't getting clean good enough, and they trying to see how much more it would cost to hire a cleaning company, right? And they just kind of scared of price. So we know that that's their pain points. They wish it could be better cleaning, but they're not sure if they can afford it. So the pain points is quality and price, right? Then is if they said it was another cleaning company, then I would go a step further and I would just ask them the general question of, what are some of the things that they're missing right now? Is there anything in particular that they're missing? And then sometimes I won't get too much of an answer. Other times they'll go straight to it. Oh, it's these floors right here, they sticky, right? Or they not cleaning the bathrooms. Look at this, look at that, look at this, right? But sometimes you get those situations where they be like, they're all right. We're just kind of shopping around, right? They don't go into detail. And it's like, man, if that was really the case, I'm not sure they would have went through the hassle of actually taking the time out of their work day to come meet you, right? So what I just thought about as I was listening to this book was, if you get somebody that's not too talkative or don't want to tell you what their pain points are, why they really even allowing you here, start suggesting things, but don't suggest it in a suggestive way. Suggest it by asking them, because they might not even, when your mind ain't really on it, and then it's like they agreed to this appointment last week or something. You hear this week, they might not even know it. So maybe you could start suggesting things that might be the issue. So as y'all walking and measuring and talking, you can start saying, okay, so how do you feel about the way they're handling these floors here, right? Or how do you feel about the restrooms? Then those will be the instances where you can do. Remember I told y'all kind of pick and choose when you gonna go cross a ledge and knock some dust off. That could be the moment when you could do that and say, well, is this part of your scope of work? Because it looks like they're not getting, the ledges on it, blah blah blah, right? And that's when you can kind of suggest certain things. Or as you walking in, you don't see any real cleaning issues, and they don't necessarily have any issues with it that they mentioned. Then you can also ask them straight up. So, is pricing an issue for you guys right now? How do you feel? Are you comfortable with the price that they're charging, or is it, do you feel like it could be a little more affordable for you guys? And see what they say. And then if they give you an answer, then ask them, how much were you looking to, what will be a more ideal budget if you had to guess? Do you have any idea what you could afford? and we'll do our best to see if we can stay around that number as well. You know what I mean? And so, but anyway, that was the point is, if they don't give you the pain points, start suggesting things that you're going through, because you might can figure it out. You know what I mean? And then too, after you've done a walkthrough, again, if that POC wasn't that talkative with you and they didn't really want to let you know, then there's other workers there. If you walk away from the POC, and let's just say they office in the back, and so as you walking out, you got time to walk past a few co-workers, you got time to walk past the front desk person, go ahead and start asking them, get a little nosy bit, because they're going to tell you more. If it's like a warehouse or something, warehouse workers definitely going to tell you. You know what I mean? So, like, ask them too. What y'all think about the current cleaners right now, bro? We trying to get this contract. You know what I mean? And just see what they get you. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised. So, that's all I want to share with y'all. Hopefully, all is well. I'm trying to figure out why this gym is open. But anyway, talk to y'all later. Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm back. Got that workout out the way, but just want to kind of pick up where I left off a bit. And so, you pick out those pain points, you know what I mean, and just follow up on those. So, once you go back to send them the proposal, make sure that you put the pain points and remind them of that in the email. So, when you follow up, when you send the proposal over, in that email, you can say, hey, Miss Katie, or whatever the point of contact name was, it was such a pleasure meeting you earlier today. Hopefully it's earlier today and not, a day after, because the sooner you get that proposal in, the better your chances of closing the deal, right? Money, a little speed. Okay, so be fast with it. And there's a lot of times they taking proposals from other companies too. So if you got the best presentation, you was asking the best questions, you using your Clean Biz Network member app, it's making it look like y'all looking good, you dressed to impress, you smiled, you was early, you made good eye contact, all of those things, and you the first one to submit your proposal back. You know what I mean? And it was digital because you did it through your Clean Biz Network app. Like, chances are so much more higher for you to close that deal than everybody else, y'all. You know what I mean? So make sure in that email you following up and you mention it. Hey, Miss Katie, it was such a pleasure to meet you this morning. Then you go into the pain points. I know that you guys were looking to find a more reliable company. We know that your current company is not showing up consistently. We know for a fact that we can fix that problem because of XYZ, right? Tell them a little bit about your system, and maybe you do inspections. Maybe you got some type of check-in system, whatever the case may be, right? But you explain to what their problem is, remind them what their problem is, and why they should switch to you to fix that problem, right? We know that you weren't happy with those sticky floors. We know what the solution that we use, blah, 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 how people are perfectly trained, blah, 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 right? But remind them of those pain points in that follow-up email. You know what I mean? Well, actually, in that initial email. So if you got the Clean Biz Network CRM, it's two ways to send a proposal. Either A, you can send it directly to the CRM, and it's gonna just send them a proposal up front, and you can see if they digitally sign. But the way I would do it is when you send it, you can also click copy the link. So you copy the link, and then you can open it up in your manual email, because you can send emails through the CRM or outside of the CRM. I would send it manually. You can still send it through the email, through the CRM, but instead of hitting send on the proposal, just go to your email section of the CRM and send it manually, and then say click the link below to view our proposal. And then it's still going to show you whether they open a proposal or not, but now you can just customize exactly what it says, and you can put these things that I'm talking about to remind them of the pain points and how you got the solution to fix them. Then also inside your proposal, there's a sales page on there. Make sure that in that sales page you kind of mention some of those pain points. Then guess what? I showed y'all in the Clean Biz starter course, for those who got the starter course, because I'm not sure where I'm putting this video on YouTube or on or just in the Facebook group. But make sure that you follow that video I showed y'all in the starter course on how to put your proposal together. I showed you how to do a video sales letter as well. VSL is what it's short for, but it stands for video sales letter. All right. In that video sales letter, literally whip out your phone in the parking lot of their building as soon as you walk out. Hey, Miss Katie, it was great to meet you. I know that you guys were blah, 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 blah. No more than 1 minute. Save that 1 minute video on your phone, email it to yourself, download it to your computer, then upload it to the proposal in the CRM when you're putting it together, right? You do all of this stuff, your chances of closing that deal is so much higher, y'all. So make sure that and that's another thing too, keep your pipeline full. Because again, we know that you ain't gonna always close the deal today. You know what I mean? You might close that deal 6 months from now, 4 months from now, next year. You don't know. But the bottom line is keep that pipeline full. Keep following up with leads. Don't never call a lead dead until they tell you it's dead. Unless they tell you, leave me alone, I'll be good, we found somebody else. stop calling them. And even if when that comes, I don't mean the lead is just dead forever. It's just dead for now. We be back in 6 months to check on you. We might be back in 3 months to check on you. We might be back in a year or 2 to check on you. But all leads are good. I mean, all leads got potential to close, all right? So with that said, if you need some leads, make sure you go to cleanbizleads.com. We have a lead generation service. You don't have to cold call, all right? You don't have to go door to door. You don't have to do these things. Let us do it for you. I got a staff eager and ready to call for you. We gonna set you up. You just tell us, fill out the application on cleanbizleads.com. Tell us where you're located. We gonna pull up a list of businesses in your area and you tell us what kind of businesses that you want. We typically try to stay within that niche, right? We don't, if you say you don't do restaurants, we won't send you restaurants. If you say you don't do apartments, we won't send you apartments, right? But for the most part, it definitely will be a commercial lead. All right. And then we're going to call, set you up with an appointment for that business. And your job is just to get in there and close that deal using tips like I just gave you in this video. All right. So make sure you get your leads, man, and keep them going. Like once you get, a lot of people buy leads or buy a lead, close the deal, and then just keep going. They will never come back. And it's like, bro, keep doing what works. Keep doing what works. When you get them checks coming in, you close a deal, use the money from that, put some aside, and go reinvest in some more. All right. Keep that pipeline full. Keep the system going. Now, I mean, that's how you grow that business. All right. So I'm AJ Simmons, founder of the Clean Biz Network. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you get your leads at cleanbizleads.com. And if you want more mentorship, growth, want to check out that course I mentioned earlier, make sure you join Clean Biz Network at cleanbiznetwork.app. All right. I will talk to y'all soon. Thank y'all.